Hey Calvary Hills. So this past Sunday, we started off our Easter series and looking at Mark chapter 4, and an interesting passage. We see at the end of this chapter, Jesus is actually asleep on the back of the boat, while his disciples, they're trying their best to maintain the boat in the middle of a storm. And remember, they're avid fishermen, and yet they are scared in the middle of this storm. So scared, they go to wake Jesus up. And they say, Jesus, aren't you afraid that we're going to drown? And we see Jesus, he actually gets up in verse 39. This is what he says. It says, when Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and said to the waves, silence, be still. Suddenly the wind stopped, and there was a great calm. And how sometimes in our own lives, we can be in the middle of a storm and we forget the person that's in our boat has the ability to silence the wind and the waves. And so whatever you're walking through this week, I pray that you would be reminded that he has the power to silence the wind and the waves, and he's right in your boat. Hey, I also want to encourage you, this Sunday is Palm Sunday, and we're actually excited. We're going to take some time to look at Matthew chapter 9, and there's a moment in there where Jesus, he actually has a couple of blind men who are following him, and they begin to ask him some questions, and Jesus, he turns around and he looks at them, and he asks them an interesting question, and it's all about faith. So this Sunday, we're talking about that. I hope you'll be here 10 a.m. Let's talk a little bit about faith.